Hi guys, so before I start this video, if you guys hear that sound in the back, it's my air conditioner. I just wanted to let you guys know. And also, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for over 2,000 subscribers, because when I uploaded my last video, I did not expect this to happen. Like, one day I just woke up and I had like 1,000 fucking subscribers. And I was like, no fucking way, this is fucking amazing. So thank you guys so much. I've said this before, I think, but I've been wanting to be a commentary YouTuber since I was like 9 years old, and now I'm 15, and I've tried so many times to do commentary, but it never really worked out. But I'm genuinely so happy that like this is happening to me. Like, I never thought this would happen before in my life, and I'm just so happy that there's people out there that like what I do, they like what I say, they like my videos and stuff. Like, it just feels like really nice. I don't know. And I also just want to say this might be my last upload for a while. I'm not completely sure, but school is starting again in September, obviously. I'm not saying I won't post at all while I'm in school, but I might not post as much just because obviously I'll be in school. So just for the people that want to know. So today's video idea was requested by my best friend Icarus. They requested me to do a different video, but I didn't want to do that video because I didn't really know what to say about it. Like, I felt like I knew what to say, but I just didn't know how to say it. So I picked a different one, and usually I like to do stuff about stuff that's come out more recently. This video came out 2 years ago. I'm still just gonna do it just because I think it'd be a nice topic to talk about on my channel, because I want to. But today I wanted to talk about this video about male feminists versus female anti-feminists, and as you can see, the video is 54 minutes. I don't want to make my video that long. I don't want to do some 1-hour video documentary action, so I'm just gonna talk about certain points that I'm more like knowledgeable on, if that makes sense. But first, of course, I want to go over what exactly feminism is, because some people don't really know exactly what it is. So if you don't feel like reading this, basically feminism is just the belief that men and women should be treated equally and have equal rights. Unfortunately, a lot of people think it's this thing that like women are gonna take over the fucking world one day, even though that completely goes against what they're fighting for, because that wouldn't be gender equality. That would be one being superior over the other, which they don't want. But here's the first thing I want to go over.
Women have more privileges today than men.
I went back and forth on this one, thinking about the difference between more and different. I think women have distinctly different privileges than men have, but with this new feminist movement that is arising, more of the third, fourth wave, we are finding, I think, that women are placed and pedestalized above men in a lot of ways. There's affirmative action hiring and scholarships where women, sometimes even regardless of academic standing or achievement, are prioritized above men. But men also have different privileges that they get to access. I struggle to say more, but I think I do agree with the feminist movement now there is more.
If you are born into this life with a vagina, you inherently have 10 times more privilege than a man. From the time they are little, girls are always like doted on and you're so pretty and cute.
Very coddled.
They're coddled,
Yeah.
right? As they should be, you know?
Yeah.
We want that feminine, nurturing energy in them. You can kind of be a degenerate woman and have a hot body and be a millionaire on OnlyFans. Yes. Men don't have that privilege. Now, women don't have to like work to get a guy. They're just hot. And then guys come to them and spend their resources on them. A man has to prove himself. He has to build a body. He has to make money. He has to build influence. He has to become a protector, a provider. Women just have that naturally by just having a vagina, as I said.
That's why it's frustrating, because the feminist movement has been all about women acting like they don't have rights and acting like they have it pretty hard in the modern day world. I can't think of a single thing that I don't have that a guy has, or
that they only have. I would say the one thing I would say is the safety thing. That's the only thing that I would say, is that women are disadvantaged from, by nature, women are not as physically strong. I mean, you're physically strong, but as physically strong.
I'll take it.
It's great biceps. And men just are. And if you're walking down a dark alley as a woman, you're gonna feel some type of way sometimes,
That's
right?
why we need guns.
Okay, I think maybe how we'll do this video is I might just make it more of a discussion thing, saying my opinion on what they're saying. That's kind of how I want to do this. I hope that made sense, and I'm sorry if I missed something, but I'm just gonna talk about what I think. To say that women are placed on a pedestal is really confusing to me. I honestly think it just might depend on where you are, because women are sometimes treated differently depending on, you know, where they live. And I feel like in most places, that's not really true. In workplaces, there's a lot of cases where women are mistreated. There's been cases of men who are like bosses that assault their women workers. I hope I worded that right, but of course there's also male coworkers who assault female coworkers. I'm sorry if that's off topic from what she's saying. I just might not be understanding exactly what she's referring to when she says placed on a pedestal. And then after that, the other lady starts talking about how if you're a woman, you automatically have more privilege than a man. And then she talks about how easy it is for like women to be millionaires on OnlyFans and how men will just come to women. I don't think she knows that that's because most men will just want a woman for her body. This is still women being mistreated. I'm sorry, like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, women are more seen as objects. Does that make more sense? When it comes to the industry, like she said, OnlyFans, they're more being seen as objects, not actual people. The reason they're getting so much money is obviously because men are paying to see them, you know, naked or whatever, so they can they're just being seen as objects. Like, that's the only reason they're getting money. And it's sad. Sure, maybe the women in the industry are successful because they're getting so much money, but at the end of the day, they're not being respected. It goes without saying that because of this industry too, women are so overly sexualized. Like, they can do anything. They can even be fully clothed, and men will still find a way to be creepy. Like, women can't even fucking eat bananas anymore because men are gonna be fucking weird about it. Like, this was an article I found written by a lady named Eleanor Saunders. In this section, she's talking about how her whole life as a woman, she's been sexualized, even in her own household. Her parents make her wear loose-fitting clothes to hide her body shape, which is literally so sad. And this was about how women were over-sexualized in media like video games and stuff. Now, I'm obviously not saying it's impossible for some men to be over-sexualized or assaulted, because of course that can happen, but I am obviously saying that unfortunately women experience it a lot more. And then the other girl starts talking about how women in the feminist movement or whatever act like they don't have rights. So have you never gone outside or looked at how other people's lives are? Sure, in some places women do have more rights than they did before, but in other places they unfortunately don't. If you don't believe me for some reason, it doesn't take that much research to find that out. And even if women do have rights now, there's still men out there who are like, I don't think women should be able to vote. Oh, I hate women. We need to take their rights away from them now. Go get me a beer, kid. So basically, even though they might have rights in some countries, they're still really mistreated.
I actually believe that the masculine energy is elevated in a sense that they have more responsibility as protector, provider. And so for women, we like lean to them and we look up to them as the leader. So not to say that they're not equal, but there's a little bit more responsibility in the masculine field. And without those outlines of structure, then we have chaos and we don't have a society. We have no more children because women aren't having children anymore.
I have never understood this shit. I know sometimes it has to do with like religion, because in some religions, in most religions, it says that men are more superior over women and men are supposed to protect women. But like outside of believing in a religion that might say something like that, like, why do you think that? Like, why do you think that women are incapable of taking care of themselves? Obviously, people have their reasons to believe that, but like I said earlier, I'm just saying my opinion and I'm just talking about what I think. Even if a woman isn't muscular like a man, she can't protect herself with her fists. She can still carry weapons on her or pepper spray or something. It might not be as effective, but women can protect themselves. Women are capable of going to the store, cooking their own food. It's really unfortunate and really difficult, but there are single mothers that somehow can get through it. A woman does not need a man in her life to live her life. She doesn't even need another woman in her life to live her life. It's perfectly fine for a woman to live by herself and provide for herself and take care of everything herself. It's possible. Again, it might be a little bit harder, but it's possible and a woman is completely capable of doing it. I'm sorry, I hope what I said wasn't off topic and I hope that what I said made sense. Okay, and then she's like, women aren't having babies anymore. There's like over 8 billion people on Earth. I don't think we have to worry about babies being made. And also, there's plenty of women that are having babies. I'm sure some woman just gave birth right now. I can hear the baby crying from here. We're fine. I just think that people being so worried about like women not getting pregnant and women not giving birth is such a ridiculous thing to worry about. Like, why do you care so much about other women and what they want to do? Like, it's completely understandable if a woman does not want to get pregnant and have birth, because I took a child psychology class, and have you seen what happens? I do not think anyone wants to go through that. Like, that looks like actual hell. Like, mind your own fucking business. Like, why do you care so fucking much about the human population when there's already way too many people on Earth? I swear to God, when someone is born, I can feel the Earth weighing down because of how many people are on it. It really is not that serious. I don't know why you're acting like no woman ever is going to give birth again. Like, I genuinely don't understand where you're getting that from.
I think that trans women should not be a part of the feminist movement because a man, just because they, wake up and feel like they can be a woman one day, could come in and then suddenly know what it's like to have a period or know what it's like to have a child. It's anything from men replacing women in sports to men replacing women on podcasts during Women's Month and when we're talking about women's health, or you've even got biological men who think they're women going to the White House speaking on behalf of all women.
It's so annoying when people describe being a trans woman as a man just waking up and feeling like a woman, because that's not how it is at all. Transgender people in general, when you listen to their stories about them transitioning, they usually talk about how they felt this way since they were a young child. It's usually not just someone waking up and suddenly feeling a certain way. It's usually something they felt very strongly for a while. Plus, you're an anti-feminist, so why do you care who is a feminist and who isn't a feminist? Like, who are you to say cannot be a feminist? Do you get what I'm saying? And why can't a trans woman be in a movement that stands for people having equal rights? Like, that just makes no sense. And I know I always say this, but just mind your fucking business when it comes to people's identities. Identities. Pop the cipher! Sorry, everyone really seemed to like the Identity V reference in the other video, so I just wanted to put another one in here because, okay, Icarus just said I'd like 21 pilots. Unfortunately, that's already the end of this video. I really expected it to be longer, but a lot of the things in this video, like, I just didn't know what to say because, again, I just wanted to talk about what I'm more knowledgeable on. That's kind of why I just, like, talked and yapped instead of like did what I usually do, if that makes any sense. I feel like this video was only 12 minutes long because of the clips from the other video. This video kind of sucked, but I kind of just wanted to get a video out. So even though it was kind of low effort, I hope you guys still enjoyed it at least a little bit. It was fun to be able to yap about my opinion on this. Hopefully nobody joins my Discord server again and tries to get in a voice call with me to argue with me. Real GeoGeo fans remember. But of course, as always, if you want to join my Discord server because you liked this video or my other videos, go ahead and go in the description and it's there. Don't forget, I love my little community. Again, I'm sorry this video was sad and mad and bad, but yeah, bye.
Hey, do you use TikTok? Remember, remember that?